What's up guys, it's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. To start out today, I want to thank MoveQQ for the €15 donation on my YouTube channel. I appreciate it a lot, man. Thank you so much, and I will definitely keep it up. Today in my video I want to show you the best in slot phase 5 tank gear itemization. This is what my main tank feels is the best in slot gear, and I'll show you that list for both humans and non-humans, of course. So let's dig into it, and as always, make sure to hit the sub button down below if you're interested in more warrior content. I also stream on Twitch Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday from 7 to 11-12ish PM +2 GMT in Copenhagen time. So let's dig into it. The first set we're gonna go through is phase 5 best in slot for tanks and Ahn'Qiraj human. So this is full enchanted and all, and there will be some new enchants as well in phase 5. You will get 2% threat on your gloves, which is decent. The remaining enchants are already in the game. As for stats, we are going to have 5,700 armor without any talents, 342 defense, 7% block, 17.5% dodge, and 7.7% parry. We'll have 6% hit, so we're capped of course, and on top of that we're also gonna have +5 sword skill from the human racial, and we're gonna have 4 increased swords from Maldeath. Attack power almost 900, crit chance 17%, and around almost 6.2k HP. As for enchants, we can go through them really quick. We are gonna have 2 siege enchants, of course, with 10 stamina, 7 defense, and 15 block value on head and legs. We're gonna have the 2% threat on gloves, minus speed on boots, siege enchant on the shoulders, 30 attack power, 3 agility on the cloak, +4 stats on the chest, +9 stamina on the bracers. Gonna have 2 times Crusader, and we're gonna have +7 damage on the bow. Doesn't really matter though. As for the items, we're gonna look in game because we have some alternate items. So for the headpiece, we're gonna be using tier 2.5 head. This is the best in slot. As for alternative helmets, you can use Helm of Endless Rage from Black Malaire. Neck, you're going to be using Master Dragon Slayer's Medallion, 14 agility, 24 stamina, and 7 defense. This is from the Nefarian head, I believe. As for other possibilities here, you can, if you need more mitigation, you can use Mark of Sithon, 24 stamina, 10 defense, 1 dodge, and 1 hit. But the hit is just gonna be, we have too much of that already in this phase. So the best pick here is the Master Dragon Slayer's Medallion. As for shoulders, we're gonna be using 2 PvP items for the set bonus. That is only if you have been ranked 13. This is worth mentioning, because for the 2-piece set bonus you get 20 stamina, which is really decent. If you don't have rank 13, you can use the tier 2.5 shoulders instead. They are more or less the same stats, but with the exception of the set bonus that we get here, 20 stamina from having 2 pieces on. Next up we have the cloaks. A lot of alternatives here. Cloak of the Fallen God from Eye of Sithon is best in slot. 11 strength, 26 agility, and 15 stamina. There are some decent alternatives. Cloak of Concentrated Hatred, almost same stats, less agility though, and 1% hit. Again, we really don't need hit at this stage. We basically have too much, but it's easy to get at least. Another opportunity is Windshear Cape, a decent cloak. It is from the Summoning Duke Lord guys in Silithus and has like 20% drop if you get the right boss. And last but not least, we have Cloak of the Golden Hive from Princess of Horn. It has a little bit more stamina than Cloak of the Fallen God, but it has 15 less agility. As for chests, we have Conqueror's Breastplate. It is really strong. 38 stamina, 24 agility, 34 strength, and 6 defense. If you would like more threat on your chest piece, if you like more threat-wise stats, you can of course go with Savage Gladiator Chain, but you're also gonna lose a lot of armor, almost 600 armor. But you are gonna get 2% more crit, around 2% more crit. As for bracers, we have some opportunities again. Bracelets of Wrath are really decent because they have 27 stamina and 13 strength, which is a lot of stamina on a pair of bracers. But again, if you want some more threat-wise gear, you want to go for either Braces of Brutality. If you lag and hit, you can get these leather braces. I would not recommend it because again, we have too much hit. And it's leather, so less armor. And Berserker braces from Warsong Ghosts Exalted. So there's a lot of possibilities here. As for weapons, of course, Thunder Fury main hand. Who would not have guessed that? Obviously this is best in slot. Our tank does not have Thunder Fury yet. We have not had any of the same or two different bindings yet. And Maladath in offhand because of the improved skill with swords with +4. Basically each point in swords gives you 0.2% fake hit, so to speak. Each point gives you 0.1% less chance to be dodged and 0.1% less chance to be parried as well. So you see what I mean with 0.2% fake hit. And also it reduces glancing blows, of course, even further than after 305, which is really nice. And also the parry, it's not too bad at all either. As for the weapon, we're gonna go with Crossbow of Imminent Doom. This is actually from the last boss in AQ20. It has some decent stats again, 5 strength, 7 agility, 5 stamina, and 1% hit. As for trinkets, this is where it gets exciting. Drakefang Talisman, obviously, awesome trinket for tanks. And it gives you 2% hit, which is dope, and 1% dodge, 56 attack power. Then you can get Earth Strike when you get Exalted with Cenarian Hold. This is a very decent trinket, but then again you also have Diamond Flask, which is really good. Diamond Flask is going to be used on off cooldown as well, but Earth Strike is better because it provides you with almost twice as much attack power. As for other trinkets, you have Jump Bar. I guess it's a nice tanking item, but it really should go to DPSers like Fury Warriors like myself. You have Life Giving Gem if you really need that extra HP to top you off after you've used the last stand or the like. Hand of Justice not really going to be used because you're going to have so many on-use cooldown trinkets. So, but if everything is on cooldown, of course, go ahead and use the Hand of Justice. As for rings, we have the ring from Epharian. Lots of stamina on this one again. 14 agility, 28 stamina, really good. And we have a ring that looks like it from AQ from Sithon, 27 agility and 17 stamina. Really decent again. As for alternatives, when you get Exalted or when you get Honored and up, you can get a ring from Brood of Nozdormu. This is the Exalted one. 24 agility, 13 stamina and 1% hit. So if you lag and hit, go right on ahead. Another hit trinket is of course Band of Ahn'Qiraj, the classic one from Molten Core or Ragnar Ross. But again, only if you lag and hit. If you have the 6% and 305 weapon skill minimum, don't bother in my opinion. As for boots, Chromatic Boots is best in slot the rest of the game. 20 strength, 20 agility, 19 stamina and 1% hit. As for other alternatives, there is a pair of boots from AQ. Very similar, but 6 less agility in trade for 3 stamina. Stats wise, Chromatic Boots are the go-to. There's also the tire boots. They just don't have the hit on them. They have 4 defense instead. And a little bit less agility, but 1 more strength and 4 more stamina. So all the boots are very similar, but the best ones are chromatic boots. As for legs, like I mentioned, we are using 2 pieces of rank 13 gear. Because of the set bonus, you'll need 2 pieces to get the 20 stamina set bonus, which is really decent. And it has some great stats as well on them. Alternatives is of course tire 2.5, 33 strength, 21 agility, 24 stamina, 6 defense and 1% hit. So they are almost alike. These just provide you with only 1% crit, where these give you 2%. Same hit, but in trade for defense. And a little bit less strength on the PP ones. But you get the bonus again. As for the belt, we have Triad Girdle from AQ, the Buck Trio. 26 strength, 19 agility, 17 stamina. Again, we have Onslaught Girdle, of course, really great. But if you want to be a little bit more tanky, and again, the hit we don't need. So basically the hit is kind of a waste to get. Then you'd rather have 19 agility instead. So you get, instead of just getting 1% crit, you actually get 1% dodge as well, which is really nice. As for the gloves, the final and last piece, Gauntlets of Steadfast Determination. Because you're human, you don't need edges. These are very decent. They give you 19 strength, 18 agility, 20 stamina, and 9 defense. And Gauntlets of Annihilation are nice, but again, if you want more threat, that's why you want to use them. But again, I think they should be going to DPSers, to be honest. But that's basically it for human tanks. As for non-humans, you want to put on edges, get that weapon skill with axes, daggers and swords, and then you want to pick up Vesting. This has a really low drop rate, 2% as you can see. And in offhand you want to get Pudio, Bleschiari Pudio, which is a really nice dagger as well. If you can't get your hands on this thing, or if the rogues want them, you can just go with 2 Pudios. But this is the best in slot for the tank as well. And again, you see we get, in our last set for humans we had 309 weapon skill. With this set we get 310, sorry, with daggers. So we actually get 1 more weapon skill in this set. But then we lose some stats on the Edge Masters, you know. We lose 200 HP, Agi, strength and all that. But this is basically it. This is what it looks like. So for non-humans, you want to go with Desting and Bleschiari Pudio, or you want to grab 2 Pudios if you can't get the Desting. Anyway, that sums up today's guide. I will be posting a link for both gear sets down in the description below. I hope you enjoyed as always. If you'd like to see more of this kind of content, make sure to hit that sub button down below as well. A like and a comment would also be greatly appreciated. I stream on Twitch Wednesday, Thursday and Sunday from 7 PM to 11 PM in Copenhagen, Danish Copenhagen time, +2 GMT. If you'd like to come and chat with me, just tune on in and I'll help you out as well as I can. As always, have a damn great day out there.